All right, just sitting up nice and tall from wherever you're seated. Welcome to Unwind Plus. And my name is Lindsay. I'm recording, so I'll introduce myself, introduce the class. But we're starting in a seated position. So option to sit up back on the heels here with the toes tucked under, or maybe just sitting on the heels, or find a cross-leg position. And we'll just close our eyes here. I know if the toes are tucked under, it can be somewhat of an intense stretch. So maybe come out of it as you need and then come back in. But we're just starting with our toes tucked under or cross-leg position. You're just coming in. And if you do need a little more there, you could work the inner ankles towards one another with the toes tucked under, getting the feet closer together. We'll deepen that stretch as well. So close the eyes, take some breaths. Maybe an inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Which can be a great way to release any tension, anything we're holding on to. And that could be tension in the brain or mind, not always within the body. Could be maybe something we have on our mind, something that's hard to let go of. Or those things that we ruminate on, that we go into that circle, that cycle of thinking the same thing over and over. So let's take a couple more rounds of this breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. And then we'll go ahead. If we have the feet tucked under, come off of them, give them a little shake, pat against the floor. And we're just going to come right up into thread the needle. So make your way to your hands and knees. And then let's first, before we make our way into that thread the needle, we'll just extend one leg out here and tuck the toes under and just reach back through the heel. So you can do a little rocking front to back. We're just going to get some movement for the lower half of our legs before we come into some more stillness. Go ahead, release that knee, take the other leg, extend, tuck the toes, reach back through the heel, stretch, or maybe this rocking front to back. Perfect, and release that knee. So we're in a tabletop position. We'll take the right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, this left arm reaches. And then exhale, let's thread the needle. Take that left arm underneath the right, lower to the outside of the shoulder. The side of the head or the cheek comes to the floor here, maybe to a block or pillow or block instead. Top hand walks forward. Settle in right here. And then finding some stillness if possible. Trying to just be still here in this position. And allow the body to sink into the floor, sink into this position, this stretch. Yes, beautiful. We'll take about 5 more breaths here on this side. And we'll get ready to move. On your next inhale, start to walk that top hand in, press up. That opposite arm opens up. I'm not sure if I'm mirroring you all or not. And then we'll take it to the other side. So other hand to the center, open up, other side, and then thread the needle. So yeah, just come over to that other side. Can't remember what I said on the first side. I don't want to confuse you. So we're just taking it over. Second side, settle in right there. Lower to the bottom shoulder, the head may be supported. Top hand walks forward, find some length there. And then settle into some stillness. Paying attention to the breath. Few more rounds of breath on this side. And then on your next inhale, start to walk that top hand in, press up, open up to the other side for a moment. And release. All right, while we're on our hands and knees here, we're gonna get a little wrist stretch. So you could sit back towards your heels or stay upright. We're gonna take our hands, you could do this one at a time. We're gonna take our hands and rotate them outward. So external rotate and then maybe back towards the body and then press into the palm. So you could do both hands or one hand at a time here. And then if you wanted a little more from that position, bend the elbow or elbows and get that good wrist stretch. Couple more breaths right here. And then gently release or do the other side. And then let's go just the other side just to counter that. So turning the hand inward, and then you might not be able to rotate as much, but then you press down into the palm. You may do both hands at a time or one at a time. So just getting that rotation and then pressing a little light pressure into the palms to deepen the stretch. One more inhale. And exhale, go ahead, release, turn the hands, and we'll come off of those knees. And let's make our way into a butterfly position. So soles of the feet come together. You might reach the feet forward a little bit or closer in. Maybe sit up on a blanket. But we're gonna do this one yin style. So first, let's sit up tall. And then you may just hang here. This might be a place to just breathe. Or we start to lean the chest forward, find a rounding in the back. So this is where the yin comes in. That rounding of the back, but also the holding for the length of time. which we'll hold here for at least a minute or so. So no need to push right as far as you can go into the stretch. No need to do that. We can come out a little and ease our way in, working with the breath. Easing our way, finding softness without rushing our body, finding that ease in the body. Maybe let the head go, if that's okay on the neck. Allow the face to relax, the jaw. Keep checking in with your breath. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Really try to stay in this stillness, this quiet. And then on your next inhale, come out of this slowly. Let the head and neck come up last. Take the hands to the outside of the knees, and we'll straighten those legs out in front of us. Give them a little shake. Maybe flex, point the feet, wiggle the toes. All right, we're going to take it into a seated twist. So when you're ready, we'll start to bring this right knee into towards the chest. We'll plant the foot to the inside or outside of this straight leg. Sit up tall. You can reach this left arm up. Inhale. And exhale. Take it into a twist. So wrap the arm around the knee. We're turning towards the bent knee. Maybe the back hand comes, right hand comes for support behind you. Sit up tall and then twist. Eventually the gaze can come back. And an option is to bend this bottom knee in. If we want a little bit more here, can bend that bottom knee. Just trying to keep both sit bones down. Be with the breath. We won't hold this one as long, but another 5 breaths or so. Allowing some time to let go. And again, find that ease in the stretch, in the pose. All right, one more inhale. And exhale, release, unravel. Unravel that twist, straighten both legs. Again, give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And let's take it into the other side. So left knee comes into the chest. Plant the foot inside or outside of the straight leg. Right arm comes up, find some length. Inhale. And exhale. You can wrap the arm around or hook the elbow if we want a deeper twist there. Back hand behind for support. Maybe bend this bottom knee in. Wherever you are, twist, breathe, keep sitting up tall. Find length and rotation. Few more breaths right here. And then on your next inhale, start to unravel. Come back to center, straighten those legs. All right, before we make our way onto our back, let's just do one more forward fold here. Feet can be apart. Sit up tall and then fold forward. Maybe reach for the ankles or the feet. And we'll just take about 5 breaths here. So you can let the head fall forward. One more breath in, full inhale, complete exhale. And then inhale, come on up. And to our back we'll go. It is almost time for our guided meditation, Yoga Nidra. So let's first just make our way onto our back, hug the knees into the chest. And just find your back on the floor here. Let the back settle. Maybe take the knees wide, rock side to side. Happy baby. If you'd like, for our final little stretch, you can grab the feet, take the knees wide. And then eventually, as you're ready, we'll make our way into that Shavasana position to practice our Yoga Nidra, which is done in this position. You could always lie on your side, right or left, if that is going to be more comfortable here tonight. I myself will sit up, but please stay lying on your back, making this a comfortable position, maybe covering the body with a blanket, maybe covering the eyes with an eye pillow. I always like to bring a little blanket support under my head. So make any adjustments here. I'll give you a few more seconds to get settled. And then as you Get settled here. Make any more wiggles or scoots, adjustments, and then really find some stillness. Dedicating this time, this space to relaxation. Yoga Nidra means yoga sleep, but it doesn't necessarily mean we fall asleep. We actually try not to. But if you do fall asleep, that's okay. You'll still get the benefits. So finding that stillness and listening to my voice. I'll take us through some visualization, some breathing, some awareness of the body. So first, we'll just scan the body here, starting with the third eye, that space between the eyebrows, and just softening that space. The face, the jaw, letting go, relaxing throughout the entire face. Letting the back of the head be heavy on the floor. And bringing our attention to our heart space, opening, softening our heart space as our shoulder blades ground into the mat, into the floor. Our arms relax. Right hand, all 5 fingers on the right hand, relax. Left hand, all 5 fingers on the left hand, relax. Bringing our attention to our belly space, our lower back, softening, relaxing. As the pelvis is grounded, our legs relax. Right foot, right toes, relax. Left foot, left toes, relax. Allowing the whole body to relax and ground. Now start to pay attention to your breath. We'll count our breath. So count starting with 20 and making our way down to 1. So I'll begin. Inhale and exhale. That's 20. Inhale and exhale. 19. Inhale. Exhale. 18. Inhale. Exhale. 17. Inhale. Exhale. 16. Inhale. Exhale. 15. Now go ahead and continue on your own, counting your own breath until you get to 1. And if you've lost track, just go ahead, no worries, start back at 20. We'll do 2 more rounds of breath here. Now bringing the attention to your root chakra, which is the bottom of the pelvis, the pelvic floor, root chakra. So imagining the color red, illuminating, shining bright from this area in the body, in the spine. The color red, a root chakra. Now moving up just a bit, just below the belly button, to our sacral chakra. This is the color orange. This beautiful, illuminating orange color coming from this space along the spine, underneath the belly button, around the sacrum, the color orange. Now moving up above the belly button, in the space below the chest, above the belly button is the color yellow. It's beautiful, shining color yellow coming from this space in the body. Moving up to the heart space, our heart chakra is the color green. So imagining that beautiful color green shining bright from our heart space. Moving up to the throat, which is the color blue. Beautiful light, the shades of blue shining from the throat, from the mouth. Moving up to the third eye, that space between the eyebrows is the color indigo, dark purplish bluish light. And then making our way to the crown of the head, the color purple, shining just directly from the crown of the head up. Beautiful color purple. Taking a couple more breaths here, seeing those beautiful colors in your mind's eye. Purple, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Let's take one more breath together. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Your yoga nidra is complete. Please stay here a little longer for an official just shavasana rest. Take your time getting up. Spend some time on your side before you press up to a seat. And I'll go ahead and log us off here. Stay here as long as you can. The light in me sees the light in each of you. Thank you for joining. Namaste.